Hey guys, welcome to round number 1. We have unfortunately lost the die roll, but we will not let that phase us. This seems like a fine opener, depending on what our opponent plays. Ooh, I thought it was going to be a scorpion. I was like, no. Okay, not a scorpion. So it looks like we're going to go a Crow and Hoplite. If we draw a Plains, we'll play a favorite hero. If we don't, we'll probably just Lightning Strike something, so we can start getting this guy through. Yeah, drawing a Plains would be just the sweetest here, because we can go Fabled Hero into Heliod's Emissary, potentially. Emissary is just going to get cast for the most part in this deck. Getting up to 7, that'll happen. I mean, we're only 1 land shy of our norm, but... Satyr Piper. Not a great Magic card, but it does trade for a Crow and Hoplite, which is really annoying. So, yeah, down it goes, I suppose. Hit you for a couple. All right, so we have the base for some beatdowns here for sure. Ooh. Yeah, let's attack. And I'm actually just going to go with Heliod's Emissary here. If it gets countered, like, I'm bummed, but I use up my mana more efficiently, and I get to follow up with Fabled Hero anyway. And this way, the stuff that he plays, like if he Grip Tides, oh, Artisan Sorrow, ugh. That's fine. I mean, it's still just a 1-for-1, but that's brutal. But if he Grip Tides or whatever there, I'm fine with all of it, so... Yeah, sure. I think I'm going to wait a turn. Let me do some math here. So if I steal it, I hit him for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I steal it again and then I kill him. Or I can play Fabled Hero and then steal it. That's probably better. That's probably better. If he does nothing for the next 2 turns, then it's better to just start stealing it, but... That seems unlikely. Also, if I hit some lands, like if I can snare cast something and portent the same turn potentially. Kind of depends on what he plays here. Wow. This is not going to work out the way he wants. I think he's got the, I think he's got Savage Surge. I might be wrong, but I think he thinks I'm just going to jam my guy into his Nessie and Aspen, then he's going to get me with Savage Surge. Let's find out. Yep, I guess that was his plan. All right, so what can we do here? I mean, we're clearly... I mean, I've pushed this deck so far towards the aggressive end. We're not even running like these cards, which are quite good. We're running Portent of Betrayals in favor of them to try to just get this thing down as much as possible. Divine Verdict is a card that we might want against this deck. I mean, that snake is definitely an issue. We can portent it only so much. Let's just try this again, though. I think we'll get a better idea. We really didn't see much from his deck there. We saw main deck artifact enchantment removal. He has Savage Surge, we know that. I guess it could have been Tactics, but either way. We didn't see a Tactics, I don't remember, in the draft, and we did see Savage Surge, of course, so that's what I'm going to assume that he has. Yeah, Divine Verdict is one of the ones that we would consider here. I mean, when you really look at it, like Rage of Perforos, Magma Jet, they don't even kill a snake, you know? And we actually happen to draw our Chain of the Rocks anyway, so we could just get rid of it. Yep. That's kind of pretty close to what I want to see exactly, but it's almost there. So we'll go Arena Athlete, Wingsteed, let's see what he plays. You have a placer? You do. You have an Omen Speaker. So we'll lead off with the Pegasus then. Remember, this is a human. So do this. Hedonist, sure. Riders, attack you. And we're just going to start going nuts here. I'm going to play Hopeful Eidolon on the Wingsteed Rider, probably. Unless he does just nothing here. He did just nothing here. Well, that's a little bit awkward. I think I can just attack him, though. Or maybe I just play Skull Cleaver. Yeah, I think I like that play. If he wants to counter this, I don't care. Because this thing can actually attack this turn anyway. I really want Eidolon to resolve, though. Alright, he takes all of that, so that's nice. Couple of land drops away from throwing that on something, too, which is really sweet. Alright, apparently we're racing. What is going on? I mean, if he eats a guy, like, I don't think I really even care. All right, well, let's go for this. Because I get the counter anyway. Bounce it? Something. Nothing? Alright, I guess he just has nothing. I mean, I'm trying to play around something here, but he keeps just doing absolutely nothing. So I just don't really know what's in his hand. But passing the turn over and over and over does not seem like a winning strategy here. So let's... think... Of course you can. As long as you're not a jerk and you love magic. Alright. I'm just going to stay relatively conservative here. Make sure that this thing can't block. Yeah, I'd love to. Thank you. And just attack him here. If he wants to use a thing to get rid of this guy, that's fine. Frankly, it's just morbid curiosity at this point. Maybe it's just a grip tide. All right, Artisan Sorrow, sure. That's what it was? All right, well, I'm glad I attacked. Because this way I get to develop my board out. I can play either one of these post-combat. I'm just going to play the Arena Athlete. And basically just set up the win. I'm not killing him now, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so he just did that so he didn't die. Yeah, sure. Play an Athlete, and that should do it. All right. So we played around some stuff that maybe he didn't even have, but I felt like we were in a winning position from beginning to end of that game, and hopefully we'll find ourselves in said position in the next round.